For the first 64 days of this streak, I edited my videos the same way. Cut the footage first, then record the voiceover after. And for 64 days, I had the same problem. A lot of times I'd be talking about one thing while something completely different was happening on screen. Today, I flipped the process. Here's day 65. Warm-up was sun salutations and seated ring muscle-up progressions as usual. Worth mentioning, I was feeling sick today. Not badly enough to skip, but enough to notice. The warm-up helped more than usual. And here's what the old workflow looked like. Film the workout, import the footage, cut everything together, speed up the slow parts, add the rep counters, and then sit down to record voiceover over a timeline that's already logged. The problem is obvious in hindsight. The edit is done before you've decided what the video is actually about. So, what I ended up doing was describing what's on screen instead of telling a story. And half the time, what you're saying doesn't match what's showing anyway. And you're talking about ring dips while the footage could already be on step-ups. Today's circuit, straight leg ring rows with a duffel bag for resistance, kept it controlled. The sickness meant I wasn't pushing for max effort today. And then pseudo planche push-ups. These shift the load forward onto the anterior deltoid and build the straight arm strength needed for ring progressions. Different stimulus from regular push-ups entirely. Then, reverse lunges, 20 reps each side. First time doing these in this streak. Single leg loading like the step-ups, but the reverse pattern. Stepping back instead of forward. It changes the demand on the hip flexor and glute. Still serving the pistol squat goal, just from a different angle. Active mobility between circuits, same routine, non-negotiable even on a sick day. Round 2. Same 3 exercises. Energy was lower than usual, but the body showed up. Some days, that's the whole win. So back to the editing change. The new workflow is this. Script and record the voiceover first, before I touch the timeline. Then edit the footage to match what I'm saying instead of the other way around. The difference was immediate. When you write the script first, you're forced to decide what the video is actually about before you start cutting. The footage becomes evidence for the story you're telling rather than the story itself. And the voiceover syncs naturally because the edit is built around it from the start. 64 days to figure that out, huh? Well, as they say, better late than never. Day 65, done.